Hi guys, welcome back. So now I want to tell you about a stock that I recently bought. It is called the 36KR holding, ticker symbol KRKR. So I bought this yesterday in the morning at the price of 4.5 and I shared to the Discord right away. So right now we should be up about 13% and I didn't have enough research yesterday. So I want to tell you why I bought this. So 36KR is a brand and platform dedicated to serve the new economy participants in China with the mission of empowering new economy participants to achieve more. The company started its business with high-quality new economy focused content offering, covering a variety of industries in China's new economy with diverse distribution channels. So the company really focused on this high-quality content and business service, including online advertising service and enterprise value-added service and subscription services to address the evolving needs of the new economy companies. And it's supported by this comprehensive database and strong data analytics capabilities. So to sum up and put it in simple words, the 36KR is basically a media company, but more than that. So it has three sides of the business. And number one is the subscription base for their quality content. So they have website, they have app to continuously provide good quality of articles every day, and they are usually about new business, startup companies introduction, in-depth analysis of business models, observing the evolving trend of China. So that's the quality content part. And number two, based on their content, they would charge advertisement fee for whoever wants to promote their company, just like all media does. And number three is their added value service for businesses. I think we can understand it as somehow an incubator. It means to help a lot of startups with consultation and connection through multiple PR events, interview, to increase their exposure. So I think it would also help to connect the startup and the venture capital, which is the early investors, pre-IPO. So that's their three main sectors of business for 36KR. Now they have other side of the business, which is the database and data analytic for different industries. But this part of the business is not included in this public company, so it's not what we are investing in, but it would at the same time help the business of this media part. Now if we look at the chart, we can see that ever since the IPO in late 2019, early 2020, like all Chinese companies, it was beaten down by the COVID. And then because how the COVID has affected their revenue, so the earning also, all of their business had been dramatically affected. So they were beaten down even further. And I believe their Q1 earning last year was really bad and it would cause the share price to keep dropping. So that's why we know the stock has been very beaten down since the IPO. So this is the Q2 earning report. The online advertising service still had a big decrease from 2019. The enterprise value-added service was somehow better with only 5% decrease. So that would be the best one. The worst is really the subscription service. This is near 90% of decrease from the previous year. It had a severe and negative impact on their operation. So even though they had gradually recovered since April, it's still significantly decreased from 2019. And then we look at the Q3 earning. It's still decreased from 2019, but at least the enterprise value-added service has shown signs of recovery, but subscription service is still down a lot. Meanwhile, the net loss of 188.9 million yuan. It's also much less than the 949 million yuan in the period of 2019. So it means they have slowed down the cash burning rate. At least that is a good sign. So that is why it has dropped from the IPO price of 14.5 to the lowest of 2.2 before slowly climbing back up again. So why did I invest in this company? First of all, they have this quality content that is on their website, their app, and also there is this mini app in WeChat called To Listen Along. The whole point is every article, it's converted into this 2 to 3 minutes audio that is fast to listen to and to learn something new every day during the fragmented time. Now, fragmented time, it's a hot concept. It means that right now, everybody tends to be very busy and it's very hard to have a dedicated half an hour to 2 hours to learn something every day. So instead, education and quality content need to be divided into small clips in a way that could be fit into our fragmented time in our daily lives. For example, driving to work, you can listen to this kind of audio. For example, when you are walking from the parking to your office, you have a few minutes there. For example, when you are waiting in the queue to buy your lunch, you have a few minutes to spare. So these are all the fragmented time that we have in our daily life for us to fully use for quality content and to learn something new every day, to enrich our thinking, even though we have a busy schedule. So that's the whole point of these kind of short and quality content for the fragmented time. This is for sure a rising trend in China for quality, fast content. For sure, the 36K is not the only one doing it. There are other players in this field for paid content online. But the 36K, it's very focused. It has a very clear position to focus on the new economy for a lot of new entrepreneurs in China and VC to learn about the new projects every day in the new economy environment. The other players are like, for example, the Dedao app, where you can find also a lot of audiobooks, and there are some free contents, and there are a lot of the paid content. And of course, if you want to have more quality content, it's usually fees required. There is another one called Himalaya. For example, they are both similar in terms of having a lot of short audio clips for people to learn something every day, because most people cannot find dedicated time just to learn only nowadays. Most of the people in China cannot squeeze out 30 minutes to focus on one thing every day. So this is why the short audio clips within a few minutes has become a rising trend these few years. This chart shows the online paid content market size from 2011 to 2019. And we can see this continue upward. And in 2019, it still had a growth rate of 60%. So it's still a high growth industry right now, the online paid content market. Because as I said, people in China are extremely busy. Plus, there are a large ocean of content everywhere online. So it's very hard to differentiate and filter what's good content to listen to. So that's why people would find time is more valuable than money. People would rather pay for better content so they don't need to filter within massive amount of content and waste a lot of time and don't know who to listen to and where they should invest their time into. So that would explain why the paid content market has been growing so much. Another way to call it is knowledge e-commerce, where it's like an online market or online community to sell knowledge. Now, what I gave you the example of Dedao and Himalaya, they are not public yet, so we cannot invest in them. There is another company, Dao, ticker symbol DAL. They are also something similar with the online paid content, online education, providing people good content to learn on the app. So these are kind of the courses and how much it charges for each course. It's more like an online education platform, but also paid content. The market cap of Youdao is 4 billion versus the market cap of 36K to be 187 million. So it's much smaller market cap because it was so beaten down. So that's the first reason why I invest in this company, because of this rising trend of paid content for the fragmented time. And they do have really good quality of content, in my opinion. It is focused on a small community of entrepreneurs and investors, very vertically operated. I believe there is a market for this if they continue to go down this path. But at the same time, I do think they need to have more ways to monetize other than the subscription, because it's just too limited. I believe they need to have more ways to monetize, just like the other app that I've shown you just now. I believe this is also what iQIYI is trying to do. iQIYI is another video app that's invested by Baidu. I believe they also see the trend of this paid content and quality content, so they want to reposition iQIYI towards this to differentiate from Tencent's video and Bilibili. So that's for sure a trend that I look forward to and hope they can have more ways of monetizing other than just subscription. And the second reason is that right now in China, there is a big evolution happening in many industries, like what we had talked about in this channel before, such as from manufacturers to brands building, such as from retail to new retail, such as from ICE car to EV, then the whole industry would be changed, such as from the traditional logistic to the new logistic, as well as many new tech happening. So that's why there is evolution happening in many industries at once. And this is the area of the 36K. There will be bigger demand for their service of the business added value service to help with a lot of business in the new economy. So I see this demand becoming bigger in the next few years, and it has already started. And number 3 is that I believe they are building a community that's quite high quality with a lot of entrepreneurs in China connecting with the venture capital investors or other asset management funds, because their business is very focused on this new economy. So I believe they should really make use of this great community. This business model, it's up to them to figure out, but having this great community, it's having very good resource, very good asset. Now another turning point is that a few months ago, they have hired a new CEO. He's an experienced media expert who also had investment background. And his point of view is to reduce the importance of advertising business and increase the added value service for business part to make it more significant, which I can really agree with, because I think the traditional advertising business for media is just too outdated, too old-fashioned thinking for media business. So for me to see the CEO's point of view, it helps me gain confidence in this company and to see whether he can really turn this company around. And I also found this comparison between the 36K and another company called the 轻科创业 that recently went public in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. So both the 36K and the 轻科创业 are in the similar sector in terms of providing the added value service for businesses, giving a lot of startup the data service, the consulting service, training service, etc. And connect them with the right investment. And if we look at the revenue for 36K, it's roughly 4 times the revenue of the other. And the margin is around twice And the growth rate for 36K in 2017 and 2019 was more than 100%, while the other has less than 15% of growth rate. And then the best part is Chinke Changye's market cap was 3 billion Hong Kong dollar, which is about 300 million US dollar, versus the market cap of 36K, that is 180 million. So it does make the 36K look quite undervalued right now. So that is the last reason why I invest in this company. Now again, I need to remind you that this is a small cap, so that would increase the risk of this investment. So you need to mind your own risk and do your DD before you decide to invest in this company. Or you can also set a stop loss at somewhere around 4.3, or anything you're willing to lose so you don't lose your sleep over it at night. Now that's it, what I want to show you about this company. Let me know what you think about this company. Have you heard of this company? And are you interested? And if you have enjoyed this video, please give me a big like and write me a great comment. And I will see you tomorrow. That's it, guys. Hope you can find my video helpful. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and give me a big like. Thank you.